Good morning, everybody. I'll just wait on you guys. Just going to be a quick chat because I have my son with me this weekend. We're going to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard being engaged, and we're going to talk about Thomas Brown. Tom Brown. Hey, Puss in Boots. How are you? Good morning. Hey, Shug. Hi, good morning. Hearts to y'all. I'm not looking my best this morning. I was like, crap. I'm not doing much to myself. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Cindy. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday morning. I've been up since about 7 o'clock. I woke up to my dog looking at me straight in the face, whining. Hey, One Love. Katie, Nani. It's pouring the rain there, Shug. Hey, Sarah. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I threw me on a little foundation, and that was about it. Maybe a little blush, I think. But good morning to you all. So, first of all, bad time this day? No, Puss in Boots. I didn't get on YouTube much yesterday and watch anybody's videos besides watching documentaries and things about Charles Manson, his interview, because Eric G and I are going to do a live stream about him probably tonight. I've got to work out the details with him. I'm sorry to hear about your sinuses, Puss in Boots, but I will check out your video when I get off here and get time to make me a note. So last night, I got notified from people.com about Gypsy Rose Blanchard being engaged. Now, they're not saying who she's engaged to. Her family won't release that information. But after her documentary aired, this guy started being her pen pal and writing her back and forth. And they plan on getting married after she is released from prison. Now, she is serving a 10-year sentence. Hey, Gina. Hey, San. Oh, really, Shug? I don't know who it would have been. It's untelling. Thank you for telling me. Hey, Sarah. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing good. But anyway, I want to call Gypsy Dixie for some reason. Even in my notes, I had Dixie written down instead of Gypsy. I don't know why I keep doing that. But anyways, I read the article about it, and they said that her stepmother had actually had a picture of Gypsy posted on Facebook, which she deleted, and it showed a wedding band on her finger, or wedding ring. Gina says, I'm not going live today. Oh, Gina, do you have a channel? I need to check it out then if you do. Gina Show. If I don't check out y'all's channels, y'all need to let me know. Someone left me a comment this morning, and I got to check out theirs. I didn't even realize they had one. If I knew, I forgot. Good morning, Jared 13. And the next thing I was going to talk about is Thomas Brown. And I hope I say this name right, this town. I think he was from Canadian, Texas. If I'm not saying that right, you guys will just have to tell me. Yeah, Sarah, Gypsy is engaged. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Okay, Shug doesn't know who Gypsy Rose is, so I need to tell y'all. Yeah, well, hey, Kim, we'll finish talking about Gypsy before we move on to Thomas. Gypsy Rose Blanchard was abused by her mom, Shug, from the time she was a baby. Her mom had Munchausen by proxy. So Gypsy underwent all kinds of medical procedures. She had a feeding tube in her stomach up until she was in her 20s. Gypsy actually didn't know her real age. Her mom would told people that she had leukemia along with a bunch of other things. And her mom would actually shave Gypsy's head to make it appear like she was, going through chemotherapy. Well, when Gypsy started getting older and wanting her independence away from her mom, she met this guy online, and she told the guy the truth that her mom had pretended that she was sick all these years, and she had that Munchausen proxy, and she got the guy to kill her mom. Yeah. So the guy actually stabbed Dee Dee Blanchard, Gypsy's mother, to death, and Gypsy hid in the bathroom with her ears covered. Now, Gypsy got a lesser sentence than Nicholas Godjohn because it came out, that she had been abused by her mother. Her mother had that Munchausen. Hey, Gloria. Yeah, she even had, what was that called? Muscular dystrophy. She pretended like that Gypsy had that, and, Gypsy was in a wheelchair. Dee Dee took advantage of the system. She had a house built by Habitat for Humanity. She just really used the girl for financial gain, I guess. Really, Juror 13. I did not know that. She was actually in there shaving her legs and things. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Melanie. You're obsessed with this case? It's very interesting. They have a good documentary about it on the ID channel. And I had just watched it the other day. That's why I decided to talk about it. Plus, someone about a month ago had told me, oh, you should discuss the Gypsy Rose Blanchard case. Gosh, I want to call her Dixie so bad. I got to get that out of my head. It's in the depositions. Did you read on Juror 13? I'm assuming you did. Hi, Marie Davis. Didn't see you. Oh, really, Shug? Oh, my goodness. I hope she didn't do too much damage to the little girl. It's just sad. I was reading, I'm assuming this is true because I've not read the depositions, that Gypsy had a feeding tube in her just about her whole life up until her 20s, and all she got was like that Pediasure. You know about this case?
Dr. Phil
My son knows about this case. He's over there shaking his head.
Her mother tied her up to a bed once.
Yes. Once Gypsy's mother did tie her up to a bed. They had went to a convention, like a fantasy fiction convention, and she had planned to meet this guy in the hotel room, which she did. But Dee Dee, her mom, showed up and produced this fake birth certificate and told the guy that Gypsy was underage and she would press charges. Well, after that incident, Gypsy claims that her mother smashed her laptop, I guess, and her phone, and actually handcuffed her to the bed for 2 weeks and deprived her of food. Now, Gypsy's mother, Dee Dee, was also accused of trying to poison her own stepmom. I believe it was her stepmom. But I also read somewhere else that she took care of her real mom when she was sick, and her family accused her of withholding food from her mother. Yes, Kim, the medical field failed her. But she would doctor shop. She would hop from doctor to doctor. If a doctor wouldn't give her what she wanted, like the medicine she wanted Gypsy to have, and diagnose her as this or that, she would go to another doctor. Hey, L. Stacker. How are you? I've got to catch up on some of your videos. Good morning, Sandy. Yeah, he's going to have a crime channel in a few years. Like, he loves true crime. He loves the ID channel. Some things I don't want him to watch and stuff. But, this day and age, kids on the internet and stuff, they read and see everything.
about Gypsy and Dr. Phil.
Let me scroll back up through the comments. Yeah, she even went so far when she had those salivary, whatever you call them, glands took out of Dixie. When she went to the doctor, she would rub like Orajel or something on Dixie's gums to make it appear like she was drooling. And she always made sure to hold Gypsy, crap, I keep saying that, Gypsy's hand in case she said something wrong. Dee Dee would squeeze her hand, you know. Hey, Blue Topaz, didn't see you. Hey, mate. We got to catch up on talking. Hey, Bless Mass. Oh, you're going to have bad weather? Are you on the East Coast or where? Hey, Bella. If I miss anybody, I'm sorry. When I get to talking, I don't look at the chat. Hey, Leanne, because I get distracted. I get off topic. Shug says she did a lot of psychological damage. Yes. Oh, there's Patty. Hey, Patty. Oh, yeah, Juror 13. I know you'd go down the rabbit hole with that one. You're a good true crime investigator. It's just, I think that Gypsy should have been put in a psychiatric place instead of prison. Now, a lot of people do feel like that she should have left, run away, or reach out to authorities. But CPS had actually investigated Dee Dee, and, you know, they found nothing wrong in the home. Gypsy had actually tried to get away from her a couple different times, and Dee Dee, like I said, would show up with this fake birth certificate. And when Gypsy's family, her dad's family, and her mom's family would get suspicious of if Gypsy was really sick or anything, Dee Dee, you know, would jerk her away from them. She isolated her away from everybody. They actually moved from Louisiana to Missouri after Hurricane Katrina hit. And Dee Dee claimed to be a victim of Hurricane Katrina. Now, I don't know if she was an actual victim and their home got destroyed in Hurricane Katrina. Juror 13 would probably know the answer to this. But from what I read, it said she claimed she was a victim of Hurricane Katrina. That's how she, I guess, got a new birth certificate for Gypsy. You know, she claimed when she would go to these new doctors in Missouri that the medical records for Gypsy were destroyed from Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, Melanie, I think she needs help too. She seems to have blossomed in prison. Did y'all see the thumbnail of how she looks compared to what she looked like when this first happened? I mean, she looks like a different person to me.
More information, I can tell you.
Oh, Juror 13, your granddaughter's in the hospital? Oh, gosh, prayers. Yeah, she tried to run away, Sandy, but, you know, her mom would come after her with that fake birth certificate, acting like she was underage, and she was well over age at that time, I believe. She does feel free now, Topaz. That's what she said in her interview. Yes, and she's getting real food. And her dad and her stepmom are supporting her. Her dad, you know, he wasn't suspicious from what I thought of Dee Dee. You know, he thought she was a devoted mother. I guess he didn't know at the time that Dee Dee would tell people that he was a drug addict and didn't pay child support. But he did pay child support. He paid $1,200 a month. I feel bad for her, too. What they did was wrong. Oh, my gosh. And her boyfriend, Nicholas Godjohn, he was mentally unstable, too. Yeah, her name is Dee Dee Blanchard, Delusion Dispeller. Her real name is, I think it's not, her real name was Claudia Dean or something like that. Good morning, Day Day. We're not talking about you, Day Day. Yeah, prayers for your granddaughter, June 13th. I'm going to make a note of that. You probably, oh my gosh, lymphatic malformation, and it's interfering with her breathing. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that. I will say a prayer for her. Everybody pray for June 13th's granddaughter. Yeah, she is a textbook victim of emotional abuse. I'll be right back, guys. I got to get the dog real quick. I bet that little kid back there. Been having trouble with the neighbors' kids with the dogs.
If you want any more information from that interview, I can tell you.
Okay, if I need any more information about it, baby, I'll ask you. Thank you. He knows all about this case.
I made a movie about it.
Sorry, guys. I had to get up and get her. Hey, True Crime Truth Finder. The whole time I've lived here, I've never really had to deal with any neighbors or anything. About 6 months ago, we had a neighbor move in. Really not seen much of the kid or anything like that. He's only like 5. But since the weather has warmed up, he's been coming over here. Nobody watches him. He screams at the top of his lungs. The other day, he screamed for 20 minutes straight, hollering Lady's name, my dog. His mother stuck her head out the door and was like, "Don't do that." And then he was right back to it. I mean, she doesn't watch him. He beats on the porch. He hits the dogs with sticks. It's been a mess this past week. I dread this summer. I feel so sorry for him because he's just a lonely kid. Hey, Matthew. Oh, thank you, True Crime True Friends. I don't look too cute this morning. I got my hair up in a bun. Gina, hi. I didn't say hi to you. Stan says you have subscribers for your future crime channel. He's like, hey, Norma. Good morning. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad you stopped by. Yeah, I've got to sub to Juror 13 too, if I've not already. I got to make notes. I got posted notes everywhere now. You will be in my prayers, Juror 13, you and your granddaughter and family. Hate to hear that. Hearing things like this really puts things into perspective. This YouTube drama and stuff is not important. Oh, did you say hello earlier, Janet? You know how I am, honey. I must have missed you. Who'd you say it? She, as far as taking care of him financially, I know his dad. Boy, he was saying some not so nice things about his daddy the other day out in the yard. I was like, whoa. I said, where's your daddy at? Because he usually comes up and you see him out playing with him. He's like, my daddy calls my mommy mean names and hits her. And I said, I was like, that's not so nice. I said, you're not supposed to hit girls, right? That's what I tell my little boy. Or talk mean to people. That, I've had 3 surgeries on it. I've never showed that. It's not a bruise. It's a scar. I'll tell you the story about that. No, she takes care. No, I've not reported it. I thought I heard some banging over there a while back when he came to visit, but that kid bangs around so much, If I ever hear him do anything to her, I would report it, though. Now that I know for a fact that's going on, I was just suspicious of him because I do know him. Because I know one day he saw me out in the yard and he asked me what kind of trucks had been over there. And I was like, I saw some, but I wouldn't say. I was like, because I knew why he was asking. I said, I've not seen any ones but yours. Oh, I would just say it. I would report it. But she works every day and she takes him to school. He's well dressed. Crap, he's got Ray-Ban glasses. He's so cute. He's really cute. He's blonde headed. But she just don't watch him. She just let me put it this way. She lets him do whatever because you can tell she's just let him go. And when she does try to correct him, it doesn't work. He's very hyper. Yeah, they do act like it, Janet. Oh, Janet, it's not painful. This happened years ago. I don't know what you would call it, Dee Dee, if you would call it neglect or what. Put it on there so we can see what he looks like. We really sleep. Okay, One Love, unpack some boxes. Hey, True Crime with Chrissy. I used to get you mixed up with True Crime Truth Finder. Now, I like True Crime with Chrissy, too. Y'all should check out her channel and True Crime Truth Finders. Yeah, Janet. Now, if I thought that he, I'm going to monitor the situation because I have straight out told her that kids shouldn't play outside by itself because of the bear. And the bear is back. So. Right, Dee Dee. Well, if I hear him jumping on her or anything, they're pretty good ways away from me. It's like I've got a big yard in front. It's like all the way on the other side. So, but I had told my hubby, I said, honey, if I ever hear him jumping on her, I'll go over and jerk the door open. Lady, stop. My gosh. These dogs are killing me. Timothy, would you let Skylar in, please? Before she starts howling, baby. Thank you. I hate to ask him to do things for me, but I don't want to get up again. Hurry and get her. She's cutting a fit. Make sure you don't let Lady out. We'll never catch her. Lady's a dog that every time the door is open, she goes to it and sees if she can sneak out if someone's left it open and the gate's not closed. I guess, Dee Dee, that would be considered that. That's what he whispered it to me. He said, I don't want my mom to know I told you that. And I was like, really, Sam? Yeah. I know people don't want to get involved in things like that, but if I thought he was being abused or neglected, I'm going to keep my eye out and see, how well he's monitored outside and things. And probably what I'll do is just go have a nice little chat with her and just tell her my concerns at first. Yeah, check out Delusion Dispeller's channel, too. She's got a good channel. I'm going to keep an eye out. Delusion Dispeller, I will. And if I think anyone's in danger, it will be reported, She is trying to work. She works at a nursing home. She works all day long. She does leave the door open when he's outside. But gosh, she lets him hit my dogs with sticks and beat on my porch and my trailer and throw rock. I mean, he just runs wild. And you can tell she can't do anything with him. Yeah, I have talked. You're going to jerk my lamp off, girl. Stop. She said, I have talked to her. She seems like a really nice, passive person. He is 5. That's what he told me. He's 5 years. He is so cute. I felt bad for him. I said, why don't you go jump on the trampoline? Because he has a trampoline. It has the net around it for safety. I said, don't your mom come out and play with you or anything? And he said, no. I said, well, Why don't you jump on the trampoline? Go get her to jump on the trampoline. He said, she said she's too big. And I did open my big mouth. I said, well, I used to jump on the trampoline with my little boy. She's not too big for it. So now he'll probably be on her case about that. Yeah, it is kind of neglectful. Yeah. Oh, you just wait till I see his papa out there. He comes down from West Virginia and visits and stays, and you always see him outside with the little boy. I'd never talked to him till the weather warmed up, though. I had talked to her dad a couple times outside when after I saw that bear and showed him the video of it. But when I catch her dad, I'm gonna go out there and talk to him in a nice way and just say, you know, I'm concerned because he's not monitoring outside. I'd rather tell him. Yeah, I mean, I watch him. I watch him when he's outside. I feel like I have no choice. The other day, my hubby was mowing on this big, you know, the big fancy mowers you set on and do this. And the kid was running after him. And my mom saw it out the window. So I had to go outside. I told him, I was like, you could slide under that lawnmower because, you know, he was on the hill mowing and get hurt. My brother's dog got hurt like that. She got her paw cut off. She got loose when he was mowing and ran to the mower and got her paw cut off. So I had to watch him. And I also asked him, I said, honey, did no one ever tell you that you don't tease dogs or you don't hit dogs, that you will get bit doing things like that? Nope. I said, well, you never tease a dog that's tied up, or any dog. You don't hit dogs. You don't pull their tails, and you don't pull their ears. I'm very protective over my dogs. And what was so bad about it is Skylar, the beagle, loves kids, and she was trying to get away from him, and usually she's trying to get to people for attention. She did at first. She wanted his attention. But then, honey, she came up on the porch. She wanted in, and I was like, damn, that's bad when Skylar wants away from somebody. Yeah, he's just not been taught anything. It's very sad. Oh, Janet has a channel too. Janet does crafts and things. She crochets. If y'all want to check it out. Let's see what Gina said. Yeah, it makes me panic too, Sam. That's what I say, Gina, too. No abuse for animals, kids, or disabled, or elderly. Herbie has a channel. If y'all want to check Herbie's channel out, Herbie Herb. There's Marianne Perkins. Good point, Marianne. And I think about things like that too. I would never tell her what he said because, you know, I'm afraid he'd get in trouble. But she does seem like a nice person. But it seems like she has to let him do what he wants because she's let him go so much she can't control him. His grandparents are actually the wealthiest people in the county. So, and she moved out from Gunner's dad. His little boy's name's Gunner. She moved out from his dad's to get away from them. I know, Shug, that is it is sad. There's a lot of people that would love to have kids that could take care of the kids properly, give them a loving, caring home. Hey, darling Nikki. Oh, yeah, there's a link to Marie Davis's channel. She has a channel. Everybody's got a channel, so I forget. Hi, Stephanie. I actually took your advice and started looking into the Amber, is it Hilberling case? Oh, thank you, Topaz. I want to help everybody, you know. There's enough room on YouTube for everybody. We need to support each other.
That's what makes you a great person.
Thank you, son. He said, that's what makes you a great person. It's my #1 supporter right there. My son. Okay, now I wanted to talk about, I got off topic, y'all. I'm not a professional, as you can tell. Yeah, lazy. But that's exactly. Oh, yeah. One more thing before I get off that subject. He told my hubby outside. He's like, my hubby asked him, he's like, "What's your mom doing that she's not out here with you?" He said, "She's over there on her stupid phone as always." That's what he said. Yes, children and animals are awesome. Marianne, I love them. Thank you, Gina. And Gina, honey, if I ever miss your comment, I'm bad with the chat. I'm trying to get better. I got new glasses so I can see a little bit. Hey, Remy, how's your feet? They still swollen up? I'm going to wait for Remy to reply before I start talking. Then we're going to talk about Thomas Brown. He is age 18. Oh, not swollen. Can't feel them. Okay, I thought they were swollen too. You've been propping them up above your, your heart. You said they're not swollen. That's what they told me when I was pregnant. I had that preeclampsia. It's like the pins and needles thing, Remy. I'd say you have nerve. Maybe it's your sciatic, however you say that, nerve. Hi, Olivia. It's good to see you. Scroll back up just a second. You been feeling poorly, Janet? I'm sorry to hear that. I'll write you on my prayer list. I have a prayer list I do about every day. Let's all please remember Jura 13 too. Her granddaughter is in the hospital. And Remy, and Janet. I hate to hear about kids being sick. Oh, you're welcome, Janet. You're a beautiful person. You really are. And y'all would know why I like Janet so much if you would go check out her channel. She's been on the news and everything because she volunteers and does nice things for the community. Sorry, Janet. I'm giving away all your secrets. Janet's the one that made this card and a little, I don't know how you say it, dolly. She crocheted, see? I have everything sitting on it, so I can't get it down. She put this card. Oh, yeah. You didn't see this, did you, Timothy? Look.
I was talking about.
The card pops up. Look.
Oh,
She made that. She's very talented.
Where the flamingo sitting on.
Oh, yeah. The flamingo. Yeah. Sit right there. I'm going to have to redo this stuff. Yes, it was a beautiful card. I love cards. Remy, I was going to tell you that one time my hand did that. And it's because I actually can't feel one side of my arm. A nerve was damaged completely, eaten into by infection. That's why I have that scar. I usually try to cover it up. It's very embarrassing. But my hands did that with the tingling and feeling like pins. And it was actually just these two fingers that did it. And it stayed like that for months. And then I never went to the doctor over it. And it just finally went away. But it was after the surgery and after I was healed up, like a year or two after I was healed up. Oh, really, Nikki? Hello, Love Hollister. That's great. You're going to be volunteering at a nearby hospital. I'll tell you someone else that volunteers, and y'all need to check out his channel if you're not, is Will from 411 Now's channel. He does a lot of volunteering. He actually has like a man's support group. If you think about it, there's not a lot of support groups for men. And he actually is in this organization that buys children's lunches at school so they don't have to have like the brown bag, the cheap lunch, and be embarrassed. And they also buy children's backpacks, which I think is great. Oh, you have that, Jared 13? Neuropathy, yeah. Maybe that's what Remy's got. I think it's your sciatic, whatever you call it, nerve too, Remy. Yeah, changing, having kids sometimes can change your body. Hey, Sue. Good morning. How are you? Okay, now. Oh, I didn't say Mel. Sorry, Mel. I have to scroll back up, see if I can see you. Probably not. I'll probably not find the message. No. It takes too long to try to find it for me. When I scroll back up through that chat, and it does something to my eyes. I thought I saw Mel, and I thought I saw someone say hello to her. Oh, okay. Sandy's talking to Topaz. Really, Norma, I'm sorry to hear that. Sometimes my feet do that. I have tendonitis. Oh, are you in a mood, Mel? Well, cheer up, girl. You're too funny to be in a mood. Yeah, grab some coffee and cheer up. Yeah, if Mel's in a mood, we better watch out. Thanks, Remy. Oh, okay, Stephanie. Thank you for reminding me about that case. I didn't know who you were talking about until I went and looked it up. And I'm still not done researching that. So we're going to be talking some more. I did finish listening to her talking to her grandmother in the police station. I think they thought they were in a private room and it wasn't being recorded. And someone decided to push record. And I don't know if that was exactly right of them to do, because her grandmother was wanting her to wait to talk till a lawyer got there. That I don't think they knew that they were being recorded. They thought they were private. Well, Mel, I'll say a prayer for you. I hope everything is okay. Well, they were in the police station, Remy. This was after Amber had pushed Josh out the window and he, dead. They took her to the police station. Well, her grandmother went in there with her and they were waiting for investigators to come in the room. But they didn't, I don't think they knew. They were being recorded the whole time and it was just her and her grandmother in the room. And you could tell she was in shock. Oh, yeah, Sandy. That's funny. Amber Hilberley, Remy. I talked about her a little bit yesterday morning. Stephanie Davis had told me the other day to check into it. And let me see if I can find it. I can't remember my notes. I can give you a little bit of a backstory really quick. Maybe. Oh, yeah. On June 7th, 2011, in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, a couple named Amber and Joshua Hilberling, who had only been married almost probably a year, got into an argument. They kind of had a toxic relationship, and they lived in a huge apartment building. I think it was like on the 25th floor. And she pushed him, and he went out a window and fell to his death, Remy. My kid just had breakfast too, Herbie, before I got on here. We sent the hubby 2 Hardee's. I didn't cook. Just say it. Go to your YouTube settings, you know, up in the corner when you're on YouTube, and you can push that, or you can actually just push on your name and go to your channel, whether you have videos posted or not. When you create a YouTube account, you still have a channel. And you can go there, usually on a phone, and there's like this little gear-looking button, you know, so you can edit things, like your account, and you push on that. And it actually takes you to your Google. I know that's confusing, me trying to explain it to you. I'm not the best explainer in the world. There, Remy done it simple. Just say it, go to your inbox and click the little circle thingy. Yeah. Hi, Banana Bicycle Seat. I love that name. Okay, Jared 13. Bye. Give your granddaughter a kiss, and we're praying for y'all. Hearts. I'll check my email here in a little bit and get back to you. That is a cute name, isn't it? True Crime with Chrissy. Okay, now let's talk about, let me get off the Amber Hilberling thing. Thomas Brown. This was Thomas Brown. Can y'all see? And I have made some notes, of course. So Thomas Brown was 18 years old when he went missing from Canadian, Texas. I hope I'm saying that right. If not, correct me. He was a senior and an honor student at the time that he disappeared. And he went missing on November 23rd, 2016. The night that he went missing, he had been out with his friends, and he had actually parked his vehicle at the Canadian Middle School, Texas. When I say that, it reminds me of Canada. He got into his vehicle. He went and got gas, I think, at around like 11:40 p.m. His curfew was at midnight. And after he got gas, he was not seen again. You know, his brother texted him after midnight because Thomas was never late for his curfew. I dropped something. Was never late for his curfew, and so they were immediately worried. By the next morning, they had found his vehicle near some sewer ponds in the town of Canadian. I guess that's how you say it. Gosh, I can't stand not being able to pronounce stuff right. Lost my place, y'all. I lost my place. But in January, that family, they searched for him forever. They had dogs that picked up on a scent, and then the dogs lost the scent, and then he was found after they hired private investigators. They found his body in January of this year, 2019. Now, they still do not know who murdered Thomas. Am I correct on the town, Lori? Thank you. I asked my hubby this morning, I was like, is this how you pronounce this? Because it just bothers me that sometimes when I get on here, I can't pronounce things right. Yes, and I have actually been on the Facebook page for him and watched some videos of him when he was talking and things, and it is so sad. His mom and dad are such nice, great people. You can tell they are Christian people. He was found on Lake Marvin Road. Yes, right, Remy. I don't know, Mel. I'm going to look into it a little bit further, but from what I can see, they had suspicions of him. Maybe they found his vehicle near that area or something. Lori, do you know? You seem to know about the case. How did the PI find that body? I didn't think that the PI found the body, to be honest. I thought that they had suspicions of him being there, And someone else knew that and was keeping an eye out there and found him. Yes, Remy. One of his friends went up in a helicopter right, I think it was the morning after, and they found his car near some sewer ponds. The PI didn't find the body. He was 18, Sarah. No, Shug, the Amber Hilberling case happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Thomas Brown case happened in Canadian, Texas. Hey, Nat. Yeah, Nat, sure. Let me type it in. Type his name in. Wait. Do you know, Lori, who found him? Was it just someone that was helping search? I wasn't familiar with it either, Kim, but we only have one life. She has a channel, and she's in the chat a lot. And she had emailed me about it a while back, and I just hadn't gotten around to looking into it. Oh, really? Shug, you live right by where she is in prison? Yeah, and back to the Amber Hilberling case, Remy, I want to tell you this real quick. She actually committed suicide after she was convicted. And she was pregnant at the time that she pushed Josh out the window, her husband. Yeah, yeah, she committed suicide. Yeah, Herbie, look it up. I'm going to look. I don't know what the cause of death was, Sarah. I know they identified him by his dental records. Let me see if we can find it real quick. What would have been his cause of death? Because I actually didn't see that. Let's see. If someone else knows, they can type it in real quick while I'm looking. Okay, I found something. From what I've heard, it was one of the cops, and he was found in an area that had already been searched. The reason I asked that, Lori, is because I read something about a guy hearing on the police scanner something about that Lake Marvin Road, and they went searching along through there and came across his body. I read something like that. Says missing Canadian teen Thomas Brown remains were found in January after he was missing for 2 years, but the investigation into what caused his death continues. There are 2 ways the Canadian community is supporting Thomas's family search for answers. Shirts in memory of Thomas Brown are being neatly folded at a Canadian printing and design. Oh, so the shirts are being sold to help a scholarship in his name. So it looks like, I don't know. I don't know what the cause of death would be. It seems like maybe that they don't know. Yeah, he had been missing for 2 years before his body was found, Remy. He disappeared November 23rd, 2016, and his remains were found January 2019. I always miss Mel's lives. She'll do a live, and then I'll pick it, because I don't go around with my phone on me all the time or my Chromebook. Usually when I get off YouTube, sometimes I'll close it and not pick it up, or so I always miss her. I know he had so much ahead of him, Chrissy. He really did. Oh, man, if you go live after this, let me know if you're going to, and I'll make sure that I'm on there. I like to support other people too. Are you tired, Mel Mel? Maybe you need to get you some rest. Let me tell you what, I feel a lot better since I've been staying off YouTube so much. You know, I do get on there and catch up on people's videos and stuff, but I've been staying off. I'm only watching a few channels. I know, Chrissy, that scares me too. And as a mom with, I don't know, I have this fear. You know, I have one son, one child. That's it. I have a fear of something happening to him, especially when I read these stories. And when I read about Thomas Brown, I automatically was thinking about my son. That could be my son. I couldn't imagine being the mother of a kid that was missing or murdered. I mean, I don't know how they do it. And I do have subscribers that's lost children. I have, I think, maybe 1 or 2 children who were murdered. True country, but you're the same way. Yes, I get paranoid. What happened, Remy? I wasn't on YouTube last night. I was, but I wasn't on nobody's channel. I was watching Charles Manson's old interviews, prison interviews. I do too, San. I'm glad I'm not the only one that has fears like that. I know, Remy. I think about you and your son often. I really do. I know you have a hard time. I don't want to know. Okay, Remy, I probably don't want to know. I'm not going to discuss any drama on here. I done been and got it out of my system. I could care less. My son said good. It's bad when your kid knows about your YouTube drama.
You just don't pay attention to them. It sounds easier than it is, but
my son says, don't pay attention to people on YouTube and their drama when they start on you. He said, I know that sounds easier than what it is, but that's what to do. Lori, when I was discussing this case this morning, my son asked me what I was doing because I was printing Thomas's picture and I was taking notes. So I told him about it, and he said, you know, it could have been someone jealous of him in high school. It wouldn't be the first time another high school student had killed another because they were jealous. It's been many cases. Oh, just said, I'm so sorry, sweetie. Really, Sarah? Your grandson's going to be 16? Oh, my God, I dread when mine gets that age. He's just 12 right now. He's a very smart, caring kid, my son is. He has a lot of empathy and sympathy. He has a big heart. Yeah, he's talked to me about this drama before. He doesn't like to see me upset. He doesn't like to see anyone upset. He's the type that gives his lunch money away to other kids that don't have money, or will buy them an ice cream, something like that. Hey, figure skating coach.
I do it all the time.
Oh, thanks, Bell. He is a lot like me. When I first realized he liked true crime, it shocked me. I walked in one day and he was watching the ID channel, and I was like, son, you can turn that. I had that on there last night when I fell asleep. And he's like, no, I like to watch the ID channel. We have discussions about video games, the violent video games. You know, a long time ago, I had a discussion with him. I was like, you can't do things like that in real life to people. Like, you know, and he's like, of course, Mom, of course. But a lot of kids don't know that, when they play these violent video games. There has been some that's actually killed people. There was a 10-year-old that played Grand Theft Auto, and he got mad at his grandmother and come up behind her with a baseball bat and hit her in the head and beat her brains out over Grand Theft Auto. So that's why him and I had that discussion. I hope he's going to be a detective. Oh, thanks, Banana Bicycle. He makes Honoro too. Now, he's big into games, and you know what? I let him do it. A lot of people are against that, but I'd rather for him be a gamer than a partier when he gets older, Yeah, he does have a lot of insight. He's very smart. He's very intelligent. Just say it. I'm a firm believer. Me and him have a very open and honest relationship. Of course, some things you don't discuss with kids, But we do have talks like that about video games, and when kids do that. When he first heard this story about the little boy that did that to his grandmother with the baseball bat, he just blew his mind, because he knows that things like that are not real, and you cannot do that in real life. And it bumfuzzles him, as I say, especially with the Slender Man situation. He was like, how could those girls actually believe that was true?
It's a game that was made up to scare people.
I know it, sir. That is crazy. Mel. Good point. And Mel, we were talking about you last night because I think you play Fortnite. And what's the new game you're playing?
Ark Survival Evolved.
Art or Ark?
Ark.
Ark Survival Evolved. Do you play that, Mel? Ark Survival Evolved. I told him, I was like, I think Mel plays Fortnite. So I'm going to ask her if she plays that game too. Something about dinosaurs.
You're on an island, and then you just try to survive, basically.
Oh, he tells you everything, Mel. That's good. Ivy Lynn, oh my gosh. Your uncle was murdered in Seattle 2 weeks ago? Oh my God. I'm so sorry to hear that. So you do have issues with certain people gaming right now. Oh my goodness. Have a great walk with your kids, Sandy. Have a blessed day. Oh, okay, Mel. I gotcha. I watched my son play Fortnite, but I'm actually glad he's moved on to another video game.
I still play it sometimes.
Yeah, Ivy, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm going to write your name down. I'm going to say a prayer for you. My prayer list. Everybody's got tragedy or had tragedies in their life. It's so crazy. Really shook. Did they find him alive or dead? That is crazy. He went missing when he was 11, and they found him when he was about 27, or when your son was 27. The killer blew his head off, took his car, killed another man with the car, shot 2 more people, but they didn't die. Oh my gosh, Ivy. I am so sorry to hear about that. Yeah, Lori, I'm thinking that this was someone that he knew. Because I read that Thomas always kept his doors locked and his windows up. After that boy pumped gas, his card was scanned at 11:40 that night. Was it called Franco's Gas and Oil, something like that? He ran into someone after he pumped gas. And it was probably someone he knowed, because his family said he kept his doors locked and his windows up when he was out. So the killer's in custody, Ivy, of your uncle. And he pled not guilty on Friday. Oh, I bet it has been surreal. Shocking. Yeah, Mel. Pick some cards for me. I'm Aquarius. Are you going to do it on here, or are you going to make a video? Make a video. Saying, are you leaving? I saw Remy say bye to you. I must have missed it. Somebody's leaving. Oh, Remy's leaving. Oh, okay. Got you. Bye, Remy. Hearts, girl. Be thinking about you. Yeah, Remy's leaving. I saw that. I got that soon. I'm slow, y'all. Y'all know how I am. Okay. Test it out, Mel. Oh, Shug. When I hear about all y'all tell me about y'all's children being grown and stuff, oh my gosh, it just makes me dread my son getting older and driving and things. Yeah, Chrissy, I had that mixed up too. I thought I missed the chat. I thought Sam was leaving instead of Remy. Oh, Topaz posted Sunny Rooster's channel. That little stinking Sunny Rooster has been taken off down the road. He's going to get killed. I'm telling you. I told my hubby, I just know he's going to. As bad as I hate to say that, I love that rooster so much. But I'm just looking for something to happen to him. He's been going to the landlord's parking lot, which is a pretty good ways away. Yeah, he's a runaway rooster. I have to go out there and shake his food, and that rooster, sometimes he'll come running, but today he didn't. He just stayed there. And when I went out a few minutes, before I got ready to go on my live stream, I went out to check on him, and I didn't see him nowhere around or hear him, but I'm sure he's around somewhere. Yeah, he is a naughty rooster. He's a little mean rooster sometimes. It's so funny. I've noticed every time I go out there and I get around him, he starts flapping those wings. He gets so excited. He heard me yelling for him when he was down there in the parking lot. He started flapping those wings, but he wouldn't come on. It rained last night, so I guess he's out looking for bugs and stuff. Yeah, Sonny, come back. Making sure I didn't miss you, Mel. I know you said you was going to read those cards, so I was making sure I didn't miss you. Yeah, if that was my rooster, if they would sell him to me, I would put him up in like a chicken coop or something, but they won't let him go. Oh, thank you, Topaz. Follow Sunny, the runaway rooster. Yeah, he'll come back. He'll be back. A lot of people's kids play games, And she says I didn't have drug problems. This same time, everybody's kids play games. I just make him take breaks from it. You know, I don't want him doing it 24/7. I don't get on to him too bad, you know, during the weekends and things. He probably is looking for a girlfriend. I think he thinks I'm a chicken sometimes. Thanks, Marie. Tell your son thank you. He'll have to come and join us in the chat. Okay, Mel says, current weather, I'm all right. How you lost your, I can't say that word out loud, on a fair ride. General disposition, what a day it is today. Relationship status, waiting for the right one. Personality type, open book. That is so cute, Mel. Thank you so much. That is so cute. You need to do that in a video. Do the different signs. Yeah, that's true. That's why I know Farrah. I couldn't say that out loud, Mel. It's rare. Shook, back to what I was saying to you. That's why I try to talk with my son. And I always tell him, you can tell me anything, you know. I won't judge you. Yeah, Mel needs to do a live and do those cards. Well, saying they felt more comfortable sharing with you. Probably because Mel, or saying you're kind of laid back, your personality's like mine. Hey, Mary, quite contrary, and Rosalie. Good morning, ladies. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Yeah, Marie, he can watch replay. I'm going to try to, you know, do some videos in the evenings. I've just been kind of taking a break. I'm just doing my morning live streams, you know. I've just been under so much stress for the last month. Kim, they have not released his name yet, who Gypsy's engaged to. But I'm going to keep looking, and I'll give you an update. Yeah, Mary, tell your son thank you for watching. Oh, they bombed it. Your grandbaby is adorable, Mel. I was watching that kangaroo video the other day, and I enjoyed the baby's noises as much as I did the kangaroos. I thought that was so cute. And I like watching Herbie's, when Herbie does live streams and hearing her little baby make noises in the back. It's so cute. It, you know, when things like that happen or my dogs interrupt me, it just shows that we're real life people with real lives, you know. He was trying to get to the roofs. Mary and Rosalie, I hope you ladies are doing good this morning. I just highlighted all the messages. How did I do that? Oh, okay. I was trying to scroll back up. Oh, he thought they were cats. That is so cute. Oh, Shug, I must have missed what you said. I think Herbie gave you my email. Hey, Melly. Let me type it in here. You can't. I'm a little slow at responding to emails sometimes. I get on there certain times and check them as what it is. Unless I actually have my phone in my hand or see it pop up on my Chromebook. I've got an email. A lot of times I'll clear out my notifications. You know, that's how I miss emails. Oh, he lives in Silicon Valley. Wow. And his name is Billy, and he has a degree in game programming and design. I think my son wants to do something like that, design video games, and he would be really good at it. There is a lot of competition in Silicon Valley. I don't think I'd like to live there around all those snooty people. Some of them are snooty, as I call them. I think I've just lived in the country too long. Are you learning how to coding? Not yet, Mau Mau. He's not learning that yet. She spelled it, Mary, she spelled it Rosalie. Rosalie. How does she spell hers? Oh, are you Aquarius too, Chuck? Oh, your husband is painting and you're watching me? Girl, you better get busy and help that man. I love to paint. You know what I like to do, though, better? I like to sit back in my chair and boss my hubby as he's doing things. That's what I like to do. Yeah, he does need to start learning how to do that coding, Mau Mau.
I think that's like in college. Or high school.
That's right, Mau Mau. Aquarius people are ticking time bombs. Do not mess with us. We will go off on Rhode Island Institute of Technology. Is that where he went to, Marie? Billy? That's cool. Gisette's husband is mowing. Mine's in there on eBay looking at Hot Wheels. Shug's kids are 34 and 32. I can't imagine mine being that old. Chrissy's Aquarius too. She's a ticking time bomb too, like us. Did I miss Mary's message? Did she tell me how her mother spelled her name? No, she's not replied yet. ACZ can send you an email. Can you I can't host right now at the moment. I don't have it set up that way. But as soon as I get off here, Eric, I will check your email. Eric G and I, he's in the chat, are supposed to do Manson tonight. I don't know the time yet because I've got to talk with them about it. Herbie's a Scorpio. My son's a Cancer. Your zodiac, your horoscope sign is Cancer.
Oh,
he thought I was saying he was a Cancer. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, so she spells her name the same way as my mama did. Oh, I love that Rosalie watches me. I do. I do. A lot of times when I don't want to come on here, I think about Rosalie liking to watch my lives. So I get up and make myself. But I've gotten back to where I like doing my live streams again. You know, I had gotten to where I didn't want to do them. They gave me so much anxiety, but I'm past that. I know. That's all I do is get off on different subjects, Shug. All we do is talk on here. I miss a lot in the chat, too. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything else from Eric. And Ivy, Lynn, by the way, I love the name Ivy. Remember the movie Poison Ivy? Y'all remember that? Yeah, Mel, I'm a lot more relaxed. I did have a little bit of anxiety this morning, but it left. I was like, crap on this. I'm not getting anxiety. You know. Thank you, Kim Smith. Thank you. I've not been doing any of the evening because I've just not felt like it. Plus, you know, I've been limiting myself on here. But tonight, if all goes well, I should be on Eric G's channel. Or he'll be on mine, but I think we're going to do it on his. And we're going to do Charles Manson. And I have been doing a little research. Oh, thank you, Marie. Yeah. Yeah, I could tell a difference in myself, too. Livia says she watched about Gypsy last night. No, Mary, quite contrary, I don't take anything for anxiety. Every now and then I do, but I don't take any antidepressants. Sometimes I will have to take a nerve pill, but I've not took one in a while. I'm going on Eric G. He's right above you, a couple chats above you, Kim Smith. He's saying hi to Topaz. That's his channel. Y'all, Eric's got a good channel. He's funny, too, and he's a good musician. He's got this cool song about YouTube ladies, the ladies of YouTube. Y'all need to go check out his channel. Oh, you see him now? Okay. I don't know, Gisette, exactly what time. Helter Skelter's coming down today. I don't know exactly what time, but I'll do a little video, make a post so that y'all will know when we do get all the details worked out. Oh, thank you, Ivy. My real name is Celeste, by the way, for those of you that didn't know. Xanax, Mary, is what I take when I do take one. Yeah, just say, I will let you know, honey. I'm actually going to end this live stream right now so I can get off here and reply to Eric's email and get a few things done. Y'all make sure you check out his channel. Hey, Mandy, you're coming in as I'm leaving. Yeah, pain's awful, Sarah. I need knee surgery. I broke my tibia a couple of years ago, and it's still got a crack in it. Didn't heal back all the way. It's got fluid leaking through that crack, preventing it from healing. So I have a lot of problems. But anyways, y'all have a blessed Saturday. Thank you all for chatting with me, and thank you to the moderators as always. I love y'all. In peace, and I will see you tonight if all goes well. Bye, guys. Bye, Olivia. You have a great day. Mandy and San and Topaz and everyone. Bye, guys. Bell. Bye. Group hug. Love you.